Hi, my name is Maggie Fair, and this is my videocast for Emergent Media with Dr. Magolis. I will be doing this videocast on the dangers of social media. The first topic that I want to talk about the dangers of social media is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a topic that I want to bring up because I guarantee that every single young adult or teenager has had some type of experience with cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is using social media such as Twitter or Instagram or Facebook to post mean or hateful things about their peers. This medium gives people almost a safe zone behind a computer screen to say things that they necessarily wouldn't say to the other person in person, and it can also lead to large amounts of people getting involved in what is known as Twitter fights or Facebook fights, and it can be very damaging to a young adult's self-esteem. According to a European study done called Cyberbullying Behavior and Adolescents' Use of Media with Antisocial Content, a Cyclic process model, 20 to 40% of adolescents have reported being cyberbullied. 16% of adolescents have reported cyberbullying others. Adolescent cyberbullying peaks from 12 to 14 years old. And if you think about it, that's usually a time that kids get their first cell phones, where they have that freedom of being able to post things on social media. So sometimes they don't always think about the consequences that they have when posting these things. And they also found that adolescents who take out their anger on things like violent video games are more likely to be involved in cyberbullying. So it's a very clear issue that needs to be considered when talking about the dangers of social media. Something that I just want to touch on briefly is the topic of addiction to social media. And I just want to point this out because it's a very relevant topic, because as a young person myself, I can walk down the street and see several people with their heads in their phones. Instead of people talking to each other anymore, social media has become the main form of communication in our society, and I think it's just something that needed to be addressed in this video. The last topic that I'm going to talk about in regards to the dangers of social media is social media deception, or aka catfishing. The definition of catfishing is luring someone into a relationship by means of a fictional online persona. From 2005 to 2013, social media use increased by 64%, which gives users accessibility to build several accounts easily, and oftentimes these accounts aren't always real perceptions of themselves. And it's so easy to make these deceiving accounts that in a research done about the online deception of social media, they found that media experts were not even able to detect some of the inconsistency in these deceptive media accounts, which shows that what we see online is not always what we know is real. And this is a very popular subject, I'm sure, as a lot of people have seen the show Catfish on MTV. So that's just another example of how relevant this topic is to the dangers of social media. That is everything that I have for this video cast, so thanks to everyone who's watching, and I hope you learned something new.